So you guys are able to go into this inner chamber and open the inner door as basically your umbilical kind of pressurized this whole sequence, locking you guys in place. And you guys enter into Junction A1 within this vessel. So you guys are inside successfully. What do you guys do? It is extremely cold in here, but your compression suits keep a basic life support running. So you're fine as long as you keep these suits on. Your suits are also having different readings come up to say that the air in here is quite stale, meaning it'd be very hard to breathe without your suit on currently.
Okay. Is there any signage for like where the bridge is?
Well, you guys have these the computer system already gave you the diagnostic readouts of this ship, so you guys can look at this whole
will pull out
entire
his
thing.
clipboard and sort of pull it up and show it's on. I believe it was Deck B, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you would have to go down one, which this junction here allows you to travel down immediately into that second deck if you'd like to.
Davis is kind of just on a mission to like get to the bridge of the ship, so unless the captain says otherwise and peels her off, that's kind of like where she's gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna step in front of Davis and say, "Hold on a second. I gotta cover you." And I'm gonna very exaggeratedly and sarcastically wave my nail gun around, like I'm like making sure there's no bad guys around the corner. You're good.
It is dark. There's no lights on inside as well, so you guys are having to rely on your little kind of basically flashlight that's on the top of your
related
your
to that. I used one usage of the cutter.
Mm-hmm.
How do I roll for that to see if I lost this charge?
Okay, how many power supply does the cutter have? 5?
The cutter has 5.
So on your character sheet, down on the bottom left, you'll see power. Put a 5 in there.
Gotcha.
And then just click on it, and it'll roll your power automatically for you inside the Roll20.
Power 5.
Oh, you rolled 2 face huggers, which means your supply drops to 3 on the cutting torch.
Boy.
Well. It took a lot of cutting power to get through that outer airlock.
Gotcha. And
So-
I'm real glad I asked about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think we stick to the plan here. The three of us, Rye, Davis, and myself, will try to get to Mother in the bridge. And Cam and Wilson, if you want to try to get to the cryo chambers.
Aye,
So then
Captain.
we've got Wilson still has his clipboard. I was just going to flip back over to the deck we're currently on.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, Mother is right through that door. The deck is the bridge is down beneath us somewhere.
Would it make sense? Would it make more sense for us to get to Mother to do the diagnostics or the bridge?
You're the only one that can enter Mother.
Okay, yeah. So okay, we'll get to the bridge then. Maybe that. I don't know how ships work, but wherever we'd be able to tap in, and it seems like if it's the same as ours, right? It would be the bridge. Is that where we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would think.
Okay.
Where's the which deck was the bridge on?
The
It's
next
to
B
on
deck.
the screen. It's on the
B1.
page we have. It's deck B.
So we'd be
Right.
heading down.
Okay. Yeah. So that was Rye, Miller, and Davis. We're going to the bridge.
Yes.
Okay. So if you guys want to take your character tokens and go ahead and move them over to B deck, you guys basically go down to where it says Junction B1. That's how you guys access there. You guys basically climb down this ladder chute at that junction, and you guys are able to go that direction. The other two of you are headed towards the cryo chambers, which we have these cryo chambers 1, 2, and 3 on the southern side of the A deck. So if you guys want to start moving your characters down in that direction as well. It seems as if as you guys are moving through these doorways, the doorways are basically they slide open as you guys are walking through. So the minimal power is still enough to run like the automatic doors within the ship in the vessel. So as you guys are making your way, you're heading down towards those cryo chambers. I will do the bridge first with the three of you going down there.
And I will say, as Wilson's walking, is probably making Calm a little uncomfortable, as this is a little outside of Wilson's, experience base. So the flamethrower is like,
just everywhere ignited. Yeah.
Oh man, you might need to calm down a little there, buddy. It's like you could set me on fire.
don't what I'm here to do. Still surprised the captain gave me this thing.
Yeah, I think we all are.
Brave
Yeah.
woman.
So
All right.
good. So good. You guys make your way to the bridge, and you guys do notice that when you get to the bridge, that there is this eerie orange glow coming from basically all of the computers. And Rai, you would know immediately that this is on, basically the battery is on reserve power for the bridge.
I'm gonna. Yeah, so as soon as I walk on the bridge, first I'm gonna just like, holy shit! You see this, Miller? Look at this.
And you would also see that the basically the massive windshield on the front, the massive metal shields, the blast shields, are currently down. So like you can't even see out to space. There's just this mechanical shield that's shut on front of the shut tight around the viewport. And there is soot. There is soot on the ceilings, and there seems to be several stations that show fire damage.
Okay. This is one hell of a deck. But looks like they had some kind of mechanical failure, I'd say. Maybe the systems caught on fire. Maybe there was an explosion. Maybe Wilson knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can let's see if the emergency power is enough for me to boot this up. I'll go try to boot up the computer.
Okay. Go ahead and make a Comtech roll for me.
All right. Here we go. Whoops. Turned on 3D dice, and I think it messed up the system. It just made like a weird noise, and nothing happened. Let me try it again. I don't know. It did not go through. Okay, try again.
No, didn't
Go.
through on mine. Oh,
There
we
we
go. Look at that.
That's
Oh.
Oh, we're gonna go with the first one because it rolled twice for some reason for me. So you succeeded.
I think it's because
You succeeded, and you also have 2 stunts.
Oh man! So can you do 2 at the same time?
Yeah, you can do 2 different
I
stunts.
will take I'll take a +1 for the next time I have to mess around with the ship's computer.
Okay.
And or just anything, I guess technically for anything that's related to this role at your discretion. And I will also get new and unexpected information at the GM's choice.
Excellent. Very cool. Okay.
It's like what?
What do I want to give you?
It could be very minor. I just wanted to for the role play.
Okay, you got it. So basically, with
just
this,
like,
this successful of a roll, you're able to kind of basically start to restore power to the vessel. It starts to some of the computers start to light up. Com and Wilson down below, you guys are startled by the fact that the lights start coming on within the hallway that you're walking down. You guys also see that that there was and this is something that Well, that's something that Miller would notice is there is a glass panel that typically keeps a key that the captain uses to access Mother within the bridge. The glass is shattered and the key is missing. What you would normally use to enter Mother. And this is what you've discovered is that the Cronus was on a mission on a distant, uncharted planet in the 26 Draconis system.
I'll turn to Miller. Miller, check this out. Do you know this? Do you know anything about this system, Draconis?
I can't say that it's ringing any bells for me, but maybe I can access some databases here. You got some power going. Maybe it's enough that I can try to access some databases to see if that is a known thing.
Hey, Davis, come here for a second. cut her off immediately.
Okay.
Hey, Davis, Captain Davis, do you recognize Draconis? You ever flown anything there?
I heard there's a story of like outstanding pilots being sent off to system Dragon Draconis, something very similar. They, several generations ago. And looking at these pilot stations, they're old, yeah, but these are state of the art for what they were at the time.
Yeah,
I'd love to have been flying these 70 years ago.
And also, Davis, you would recognize there are multiple piloting stations in this vessel. Piloting Station 1 looks extremely damaged by fire and would require a significant amount of work to be able to pilot this vessel again. Even though the systems are activated in this thing, you would need the piloting controls to be able to actually function and be able to move this vessel. The second station is also dead, and it looks like somebody had taken an axe and basically embedded an axe into the piloting system.
Yeah, before all the destruction, this was state of the art.
I love it.
Somebody didn't want this ship flying. That's all I gotta say about that. As far as Draconis, I know was the best of the best, but the best of the best said no more, I guess.
So what do we do, Captain?
Gotta be in cryo.
Oh, you think someone's in cryo?
They're not here. There's.
Okay.
Well, we'll have to. Maybe we can get kind of a rundown here. So what I want to do, I want to be like kind of checking to see. I want to look through some logs. I want to see like who is the crew, who are the passengers that were supposed to be on this ship. Maybe check into what were they doing in the Draconis system. Any kind of information I can gather from the computer here.
Okay. So you're gonna run a Comtech for me. To see if you can discover any of that information as the computer systems have started back up.
Does this pilot station 1 seem like I could possibly fix it, or is that something that's outside my skill set?
It looks like you possibly could, but it's going to require time and help and tools.
Gotcha. Yeah, Cap. If you want me to start working on getting this pilot station up, I'm gonna need Rye or Com to really give me a hand with this.
You're thinking it could take probably anywhere from 6 to 12 hours to repair it, enough for you to actually be able to maneuver it.
Gotcha.
Why don't we hold off on that just now? We're just trying to kind of survey what's going on here. We'll regroup and kind of dish out assignments once we hear back from the others.
Sure. I'll help you. So let me know what you need me to do. And I'll start scratching my arm a little bit.
Okay.
It's like through the suit.
So while we're I'm gonna hold off on the result of your Comtech, Miller, for just a second as we go back down to go back up to A deck with Com and Wilson. As you guys approach the end of this hallway, I'm gonna move you guys down to kind of like where you've made it to. So you guys have opened this door into this basically horizontal hallway that runs along the vessel.
Okay.
You guys can see something lying on the floor in front of the door that you would get to access the cryo chambers. It looks like a slumped over body in a spacesuit similar to one that you're wearing. It looks as if there is some kind of splatter on the ceiling and walls behind the individual that's slumped over on the ground.
Now seems like a good time for me to get that motion sensor working.
Okay.
Uh,
Sure. So the way the motion sensor works is you just kind of get it out and you just use it. It doesn't require any roll to determine if there's any motion within long range from you. It does require that you make a power check on it every time that you use it. So I believe that the power of that is 5. Is that correct?
okay. I had it out,
Mhm.
and it's not a medical supply though. Hold on.
Should be under vision.
Vision.
Yeah.
Yep. Supply level 5 when fully charged.
Okay, so on your character sheet, down in the bottom left-hand corner, there is a place for you to type in 5 for power.
Yep.
And then once you type in 5, just click it, and it should roll those 5 dice for you in roll 20. And we'll... For some reason, it's not rolling any dice. Why is that? There it goes. Oh, so no...
It may have needed to load.
Yep,
I don't know.
So yeah, you have no face hugger, so your supply doesn't go down on the motion tracker. You get that out, seeing this. Wilson's kind of looking over your shoulder. You get this out, and all of a sudden, a deck below you, there appears to be motion. And it goes by very quickly, and then just blips and disappears. And I want both of you to take a point of stress, because what the hell?
I feel like that's something I should check out alone. I'm joking. Oh, I don't even have a weapon. This is the great
I agree
horror
with
movie
you
trope.
wholeheartedly. You should go check that out alone. I'm going to the bridge.
I don't see any movement in the cryo chambers, right?
You don't see any movement in the cryo chambers.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what I did with.
And it moved faster than I would expect, like, a human to be running, maybe? When you said very fast?
It's hard to tell. It just kind of was on there for like a fraction of a second and then was gone. It like moved and then it was gone.
Okay. Well, we probably should let the captain know.
You're probably correct.
Well,
Can we check this room first?
I suppose we can look there. That seems smart and safe.
Sort of. The body's right blocking the door in front of us.
It's
I
laying
suppose we
right
should-
in front of the door, yes.
Probably should flip the body over. I mean, I'm hoping it died of asphyxiation right now.
You flipping it. I wasn't going to point down the flamethrower right at the body.
Okay. I'll just
Okay,
throw it over.
Before, right as you guys are approaching, you guys notice that looking down, this definitely was the body of a person. But as you get closer, you see that there is the splatter is dried blood and gray matter all over the wall and ceiling behind. And it appears that this, as you get closer, there is no longer a head on this body.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to flip it over then. Because I
and-
now have ascertained the cause of death.
And lying next to this body is a 37A2 shotgun. Lying next to it.
I will pick that up.
Okay. You pick up the shotgun. As you do, you realize, just kind of looking at it, something about this body is not right. The arms look to be elongated, almost translucent in places, with deep purplish blue and almost black veins and arteries showing. The fingers seem to be elongated and almost clawed at the ends. And it's ripped out the arms of the suit. Like, it's almost like the suit is kind of like dangling where the arms were. And you guys know that these suits are rated for a high quality of pressure for spacesuits. So it would require a lot of pressure and strength to be able to burst this suit.
Do I get the sense that perhaps the shotgun was used to remove his head?
You believe that is the case, based off of just kind of looking around at the evidence lying around you.
And then his extremely elongated and blown out spacesuit arms. Mm-hmm. Mr. Wilson, I'm less enthusiastic about going into these rooms.
I would have to agree with you on that. It appears that our employer was experimenting.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is something that is from wherever this vessel was. It's possible that it was infected. I mean, it must have come from somewhere. It's not necessarily the corporation's fault. It could be they picked up a hitchhiker.
All valid theories. I'm on board with any of that. But I do feel like we should go find the rest of the team.
Yes, I am agreeing wholeheartedly with heading directly to the bridge.
Are you guys doing any more like investigation around this, or just kind of focusing on the body?
Well, the first thing I want to do is see if the weapons actually get any ammo in it yet. Is it still loaded? Does it have anything?
It actually is. I actually added the card to the bottom of your.
Okay.
So you do have a card for that shotgun. So if you can add it to your character sheet, does look like it's going to work. And there's enough shells like lying around the body that you have an additional reload for it.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
As he's grabbing those shells, I'm gonna just sort of, was looking at where we are in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sort of take a couple of steps over. Now these cryo rooms that we're seeing in the hallway, there's a door facing the hallway, so we can see into these rooms.
It's kind of like there's glass, like right below where your characters' tokens are, right there in the hallway. It's like
Independence Day when they're looking at the alien. It's just like a big glass wall.
It's a glass wall there, so you can see in, but you have to go through that door there. It's in between all of them to be able to access them. Yeah.
Wilson's just going to sort of, as he's grabbing those couple of shells, just sort of look into this room, see if I can notice anything from this distance. Take a couple of steps over, look in the other window.
Okay.
Again, but the whole way over, walking up towards the door, aim the flamethrower at the door.
Okay.
Looking around, just keeping everything moving, but
without making any rolls, you can see that not only on the glass, but also the area around the door where this body was found, there are claw marks, scratches around some of those areas, as it appears that something was trying to make its way into those chambers.
Does it look like the cryo tube inside the room is still intact?
It does. It looks like many of them are still closed. But it still seems like many of them are open as well. It looks like there's a lot more, a room for a lot more crew on this vessel.
It appears that at least some of these individuals are still safely asleep. Let's leave them there, as we don't know quite what we're dealing with yet. There are some that are open as well, though. Looks down at, assuming the motion sensor is still somewhere, like, visible.
Yeah.
Sort of glances at the unused piece, like, so perhaps regrouping.
Yes, very much so. I'm on board with that.
And we'll segue back to Captain Miller, running some computer diagnostics here to see what was going on. You were looking
said
for
running.
yeah. You were looking for it was information about their mission, and there was
Mission
something else.
and like crew.
Crew, yes. So unfortunately, it seems as if as you're running that, you cannot ascertain. You can try to push your roll if you'd like, and add a point of stress and roll it again if you want to try.
Okay. So before I do that, because I noticed that the key for Mother was missing.
Yes.
Do I know whether my access would work on this ship?
Normally, your keys would only work for the captain of the vessel. So,
Okay.
just because you have captain status does not mean you'd have access to Mother here, unless you had the key card to enter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's yeah. Okay. I'll try to push this.
Okay.
So I what is it that I do? I add a point of stress and then do a reroll.
Add a stress and then do a reroll. Yep, and see if you get any successes.
Can I help with that at all? Or do I?
Yeah,
as I'm
you can.
watching-
Yeah,
Well, I
you can
guess.
You can see him. You seeing him.
Yeah.
Seeing her struggle a little bit.
All right,
That would
Captain. Are
add
you trying to? Here, let me. You're pressing. You got to log in, and I'm like trying to like coordinate what she's doing.
They did an upgrade. I don't know how this works. Like all the hotkeys are different. Is there something
it's
I
legacy.
need to do?
It's
on
legacy.
You
Just trust me. Just hit there.
When you
Is
click,
there
it'll ask
something
for you. You'll put a 1 in for modification. You get a +1.
Okay,
Yep.
that's what the help is.
Yep, that's a help.
Help. Like a -1.
And the help does help,
Hooray.
as you have succeeded getting some of this information that you're looking for. You do find that the crew was initially set out with 30 individuals. Only 5 do not appear in red and say deceased next to them. So according to this log, only 5 remaining crew members are currently on this vessel. You get the current captain was actually a second officer who inherited the captain role because the captain is deceased. His name is Captain Johns. You do know that their lead security officer, named Reed, is currently still listed, is on this vessel. A medic by the name of Flynn, still currently on the vessel. A chief scientist named Cooper is still on the vessel. And a company agent named Clayton, still on the vessel.
Okay. Well, I think it's fair to say that these 5 individuals probably responsible for doing this damage. I'd really like to know why they would sabotage their own ship like this.
Tell me what you want to do, Cap. We need to get into another door. I think I got a couple more uses out of this thing.
Let's see if we can make contact with the others. I want to use the suit's communications to try to radio in to make contact with Wilson and Cam.
When we found the body, we didn't think to do that.
Yeah.
We better run back to them because, like children, we don't know we have walkie-talkies. I'm just send them a smoke signal.
You're panicking. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt is currently mute.
Allison, no head. That's
He's that
universal
scared.
sign for run away. Run away.
Run away! Run away!
So open up and just say, Wilson, Cam, have you made it to the cryo chambers? What are you seeing there?
As it turns out, Captain, we're on our way back right now. Yeah, it's pretty scary. There's dead people. Gooey.
Yeah, there's apparently a lot of dead people. 25 in total, in fact.
Oh, do they have strange talons on them as well? And translucent bodies.
Come again?
Really,
What?
really long arms. Really long arms.
The dead people have long arms?
They're still showing reruns of Scooby-Doo, right? Like, because it's like shaggy long arms, like just going all crazy.
That show hasn't been on in 250 years.
But it's all we have
Cultural zeitgeist of Scooby-Doo.
on the Montero. That and reruns of Shawshank Redemption.
There you go.
Did you notice that any of the cryo chambers were unoccupied? Is there any?
There were some that were unoccupied, and there were some that were still sealed with individuals within.
Well, why don't you the two of you come down to the bridge so we can regroup?
Would we have made it to the stairs at this point?
Oh yeah.
You're probably hearing as we're talking, like very loud, almost running footsteps
Yeah.
through the comms.
You got and as you guys are hearing this, you also hear the mother mainframe comes online and begins to kick on in this vessel. Powers up the main reactor and life support systems start to hum. The temperature begins to warm slowly and slightly over a little bit of time as this is happening. And more of the system's lights start to activate within the ship, as it seems that the main mother computer has basically fired back up here within the vessel.
Right, was that you? Does that come on automatically?
That was definitely not me, right?
Also,
Michael.
What's that?
Oh, that was not because of stuff I was doing.
You
like,
kind
that
of turned on just the basic kind of computer systems within the bridge, but now it's like Mother has activated like all the systems basically are starting to come back online.
No, that wasn't me. I didn't do that.
You hear a mechanical female voice within the vessel say, "I'm glad you all had a great sleep. Cryo chambers opening."
What?
And that's over the entire intercom of the whole ship.
I'm gonna try to figure out if someone else is like working the ship from a remote terminal, like they've operated something, like communicated to Mother or did anything.
Okay, yeah, make a comm tech roll.
Okay. And this is I already used my +1, right? Well, this is something. Yeah. Okay. Actually, this is my +1 from my stunt.
Okay,
that
sure.
I got last time.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow, look at that. A success plus 2 stunts.
I will do this in half the time it would normally take. So I'm trying to like hack through the system as fast as possible, and I'm going to hide my tracks.
Okay. As you're going through it, doesn't look like there's any remote controls happening. It seems that just your presence in general being on this vessel has naturally kicked on Mother's life support systems and functions. So basically, when you guys entered and started moving about the ship, it caused the Mother to kind of turn it on. Like this is kind of like improved AI on the vessel. So
yeah,
but you do it very quickly, and you
I'll knowledge.
discover.
I'd tell everyone else about it. Like it's okay. It's just the system has some automatic features in it, so it's fine.
I don't know if it's fine, and I'm not feeling so good about this. What does she mean the cryo chambers are opening? Is there internal cameras in here, kind of like on our ship? Would there be a way to like...
Oh yeah. You guys,
computer?
You guys can like scan over the computer, and even though there are several of the cameras that are currently offline, probably due to damage or something, you do get a visual from inside the cryo chambers. And yes, you can see that the cryo chambers are opening up. The ones that were closed, of course.
Right, you said it picked up our presence and turned everything on.
That's what the system's telling me. I mean, I could try to stop it.
No, what are your guys' names? Com and Wilson, you guys said you found something with.
I would say you
Well-
guys have probably made your way up to them, and you guys are all grouped together now within the bridge.
Yeah. Human, like, well, without a head and really long arms, and then
What do you mean,
Just
like?
strange. It was the translucent, see-through.
Did you pick up anything on the motion sensors or?
ooh, that's a really good point. Yes, we did. Probably should have shared that earlier. Very fast moving, and you said it was a floor below us, so this floor, right?
No, you guys are. Oh, it would. I misspoke. It would have been 2 floors below you. It was on C deck.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, something really fast moving on C deck, but could have been a malfunction. I don't know.
It has to have been. 'Cause if
Davis.
it just came on from when we got here, then there can't have been anything else alive on the ship, right?
No.
Davis, are
that-
you sharing? Are you sharing with them? Is that what this is about?
Look, no, I'm
Drugs?
good. I'm topped off for for a little while now, so no, I don't share.
I don't
I look
understand any of this conversation.
I look at Cam and yeah, I look at Lyron and be like, Lyron, did you take something before you came on the ship?
Yeah, the captain told me to take this motion sensor, and also I have this grappling gun, and then I took this shotgun, but that was on this ship. Sorry, I was I not supposed to? I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Okay.
Well, there are 5 people that are supposedly still alive, and if some of the cryo chambers were open, maybe they're still doing something on board. If they're down below deck, this is a science ship. Maybe, although it's odd, what's concerning to me is all the damage that somebody did some damage up here. So
Captain Miller, you can see on that screen with the visual of the inside of the cryo chamber, there is somebody getting up in one of the cryo chambers, and like they're moving their legs off to the side of the cryo chamber and just sitting there and kind of just going. It looks like an older man with a scruffy beard and kind of scruffy hair, just wearing a basic underwear kind of deal.
okay. Yeah, so somebody is waking up in there. We should definitely try to get in there and talk to them. They could probably give us a clue as to what the heck's going on.
And we see through him, and are his arms a normal length?
Yeah, he looks. Other than coming out of hypersleep and being groggy, and looks like he's kind of like rubbing his head like this. But other than that, I mean, looks normal.
All
Right.
right.
Intercoms to that room.
There are comms to that room. Yeah.
Are comms working now? Because they weren't when we first came on here.
It seems that power has been restored. So.
Okay.
You wanna try to talk to him from here, so we don't. Something's weirding me out about this place. I don't think it's what I just took.
Yeah,
We
Pat
use
just
the
said,
comms. Will that go over the entire vehicle, or will it just be to that room?
A ship this advanced should be able to do room by room. Well, advanced.
I'd like,
75
yeah,
years.
I'd like
it was advanced 73 years ago. Yes.
I'll try to call into that room and just say, this is Captain Vanessa Miller from the Cronus. Can you give us a report? You see her just waking up. Take a moment. We got a distress call from this ship.
Okay. You do
See Wilson taking notes again. Impersonating officer of other vessel.
You guys do see that.
Oh, did I say? I say the wrong?
Yes, the Chronos.
We're the Montero. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
You do see an individual kind of.
I'm doing my best with note taking. I usually take no notes.
You do see a probably mid-40s male stand up behind one of the cryo chambers and walks towards the intercom system there. Hits the button, looks very groggy, has a hard time walking over towards the comms. Is like, Captain Albert Johns. Can anybody got any hydration packs? We're just famished. And you can hear like moans and groans of other people. It sounds like both male and female individuals waking up from their hypersleep as well. What was the name? What was the name again?
This is Captain Miller of the Montero.
Oh, great. Great. Really just kind of out of the loop. Obviously been in hypersleep for quite a while.
I'm gonna press off the intercom button and
Should
say,
we-
"Did he say he was captain? Didn't he say the captain's dead?"
This would be the new captain. He said it
He's
was
the new
Captain Johns, so he's the one that inherited that role. We didn't
I'm
get
gonna-
any info on how the previous captain died, right? It just says that they
Just-
are deceased.
They're highlighted in red and it says deceased next to them.
I'm gonna play that in character like I just didn't understand what's going on. Just say, "Oh, okay, my bad."
Go to the Montero and obtain packets for them. I'd rather not wander around here looking for things.
Oh, the ship can't fly. I can run back. I can run back to the Montero and hit up the food supply.
Oh, and before I forget, you guys are all still wearing your suits, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I need everybody
Yeah.
to go ahead and make a air supply roll because it's been probably more than a turn, which would be like 5 to 10 minutes.
Also,
So you
So we started with 5 air, right?
start with 5, and it looks like Rye goes down 1.
I
Leah
gotta
Davis
put
goes
five in
down
there.
2.
Right.
Huh.
Well, air and power down to 3. That's exciting.
You gotta put a 5 in the.
I
the
did.
circle.
It just sometimes until I click. Wait, hold on.
Ooh,
I have to click out of
everybody's
it,
losing
and then
one.
it'll accept it. Then hit
Yeah,
air.
yeah.
Okay.
Looks like you're. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so it
Oh.
looks like everyone has at least lost 1.
Oh no!
No, we're going with
Cam
the-
rolled,
Yeah.
rolled 3 times.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I think
Yeah.
You roll to go with the first one, which is only 1, not
Oh.
the 3 face huggers.
I shouldn't take all 5 face huggers.
So
yeah,
the only one that did
I'm gonna
multiple
take my
was
helmet
Leah
off.
Davis. Okay, you take your helmet off. Okay, so
and
removes
once
the
I
helmet.
see. Yeah.
okay, right. So with your helmet off, you do no longer have to make these rolls.
I'm specifically watching Artek to
We lost one though,
Face
so it goes
going
down to
funny.
4, right?
Whose face look funny?
uh,
You talk about
Is,
Rye when
yeah, I'm
taking-
watching Rye as they're taking off their helmet. Is the face going funny? Is
I mean,
Rye
it's
look
it's
okay?
still a little cold, so you can see her breath a little bit as the life support systems are still kind of engaging. The air is still a little bit stale, and it looks like she's heavier breathing, but is still able to breathe the air. And you guys know there are systems on this ship, and probably the air scrubber filters need to be cleaned or replaced, and that would solve the problem.
I'm good. Wilson's gonna take off the helmet too, and
Okay.
I could probably fix the air scrubbers, right? I'm a fixie guy.
Yeah, you feel like you could probably do it.
Davis, are you planning on going to the ship to get hydration?
I'll go grab 5 hydration packs. Maybe recharge my suit a little bit.
Okay.
I'll take the run over with you, as I don't think any of us should be separate for long.
Okay.
I mean, sure. Yeah, that's fine.